Warpstone hath rained down upon the world.
Warpstone's raining down.
Before the rat men
We gotta
are able to
go
retrieve
destroy
for
it.
Themselves. This will be no easy mission.
I'm back playing
I
Soulspire.
deem we are apt to the task. At
Back with
least
another
the
CataTide.
others cooperate with my instructions.
There we are.
Here we are. Come
Back
a
with
long
another
way to see
game.
this.
Just
Whatever
playing
it
with my
is.
AI.
We can trust Lorna as long as it's not
Just here to relax, slay rats, and kill chaos. Though there's not going to be as many rats in this
Who
one.
knows? Maybe there ain't a problem this time.
Going off to hunt another Minotaur with a particular build here of Warrior Priest.
Skaven in abundance,
That
but this map is
he
not theirs.
probably isn't the best. There's definitely other careers that could do what I'm about to do a lot better. And because of the way I got him set up here, he is seriously lacking in a lot of stagger. It's just a lot of I would say just general use. I sort of like the theory behind this build is monster killing. That's all it is. I just want to go hunt a monster. Hence the map for a Minotaur. I thought about doing like Blood in the Darkness or something, or Against the Grain, but I kind of already like did those maps recently, so I didn't want to repeat them.
Arm yourselves with bombs here.
This build also isn't too optimized. I'm using. I wanted to use the paired skull splitters here, but I'm also using the single hammer as well, the single skull splitter. It's more just like for thematic purposes, because warrior priests in lore use hammers. Honestly, I would say like instead of the single soul splitter here, maybe bring like the hammer and shield, or if you want a more useful weapon, the flail and shield. Since obviously the flail will let you deal with shielded enemies like shielded storm vermin or shielded marauders or shielded clan rats. But also it just gives you the option to have a shield against like Gatling gunners and such. So yeah, the single hammer here is purely for thematic purpose. I'm pretty sure the paired skull splitters here just outclass the single one in like just about every way. I'm pretty sure this overhead attack, this heavy one attack that the skull splitters, the dual skull splitters have, is stronger than just continuous. So instead of just continuous heavy attacks with the single hammer here. So if you're good enough and you can kind of like QQ cancel with the skull splitters, I'm pretty sure you deal more damage, more single target damage.
That ain't funny. They're different as witch and wizard. Tall's all about the
but yeah, like I said, I just wanted to be thematic, I'm just going around with 3 hammers. 2, you could argue he's just using 2, and he just busts out an extra one whenever he switches here to the duel. And I saw him last second, and it's fine that he's pulling me. He's pulling me into a freaking patrol. Look at this. Oh no. He pulled me all the way through. I'll throw this down because they're also on top of a flag plant here, so we're gonna use up a couple of bombs. There's still a flag plant. Okay. Let's get to this flag. I'm using Unyielding, the Unyielding talent, which makes Shield of Faith last for 10 seconds, which is amazing. This is kind of crazy here. I lost Kruber. There's another flag. There's a horde coming in. There's an assassin special here that we're gonna have to deal with. There's these Bestigors that are charging it all over the place. Another flag plant. Oh my god, where the hell even... You know what? That storm might actually be really good. It'll help deal a bunch of damage to everybody. In case anybody doesn't know, stormers do deal damage to enemies, but you know, when enemies get stuck up in those storms, they do take damage. They also take damage from poison, wind. So specials can help you sometimes in those regards. But I'm kind of all over the place here at the beginning of the video trying to talk about a bunch of things. But like part of the idea is that with the 10 seconds of invulnerability, I can just kind of wail on monsters for a while, and then I've also got the one talent that gives me the activation of Shield of Faith when my Fury activates, so that'll give me another 10 seconds of invulnerability whenever I activate Fury. So if I'm dueling a monster and I'm taking a bunch of damage from dueling him, I have the potential to just, you know, go into Fury by taking damage. So I can give myself, you know, 20 seconds with, you know, with a monster. I might not be able to kill a monster in that time, but I can certainly deal a lot of damage, and that's pretty much the you know, the build. Just a fun way to play, I suppose, if you wanted to play in such a way. Like I said, there's better ways that you can play Warrior Priest. You know, sometimes you wanna change it up. You know, sometimes you wanna play the same career, but with a slightly different role. And even though I've said that I don't know where you think you're gonna drag me to. Even though I said that the dual skull splitters are better in just about every way than the single one, I'll still try to make use of the single hammer when I can. It does have a very satisfying heavy attack here. That overhead attack is I don't know, it's just something about it. It just feels good, you know. Is there an item up here? There is. There's relief from physical ills. Weaver is going to pick this up. Well, he's gonna pick up that other healing drought. I see, I was playing with some other people earlier, so I actually warmed up before this game, which I don't usually do. So I'm expecting to get through it here in one go.
That gas rat's about to throw.
Yeah, most of the time I'll just jump on like after a long break or something, and
As if there wasn't already enough.
I'll try to just get through these on the first try. It doesn't always work out. Most of the time it does. I'm actually going to go to this right side. I think I've only played this map one other time, so I've only had a chance to show this one other time. But if you take this right path here, there's a little jump here that you can do. You gotta jump this. And then you gotta jump this. And there's always a chest here that has a bunch of items in it. I'm pretty sure I've never opened that chest and there hasn't been something in it. So it can always kind of pay off to try to check that right side if you're looking for some items. This is a lot of enemies. Woo. There's another. Where? Oh my god! What a spot for a flag! I honestly can't believe the bots haven't like all died yet. That was a big. They're definitely going down, but they're not quite dead yet. That's a big ult from the dwarf. That's gonna help. Woo, they are taking damage. Oh, she's goner. That's sad. I kind of want the strength potions instead of the speed potions. I'm gonna check the tome area here real quick as well, because that also usually has something, but I'll keep at least one speed potion. And yeah, I really like the Warrior Priest kit. Just every talent he has just feels pretty good. I haven't really found a use for Unstoppable Force, which is I believe it's when you push a certain amount of enemies, I believe it, or when you hit a certain amount of enemies. I forget exactly what it is, but it has the cost. It has the cost of your push attack, or your push in general. It just has the cost of it. I don't think I've ever heard. They put a whole bunch of I mean, they probably didn't put it in the game. They probably were already in the game, but they were bugged and they never actually spoke them. But ever since like the recent past, they play a lot more voice lines that I've never heard before. So it's been nice to hear all those voice lines. This is a terrible spot. I'm gonna get a little further into the cave here so I'm not so near that log with the drop. I'll tell you what, dual skull splitters is one of the best weapons to generate temp HP with the stagger talents. Somebody better shoot him. There they go. Any day. You guys don't have to get in his face to shoot him, you know. Any day the bots wanna pick this up. Any day they want to shoot them. Okay, where we go? Yeah, the dwarf's getting into it. There you go. Purple potion will be really nice. We'll start with a purple potion, actually. I am running Decanter. Decanter's a little funny to use with unyielding talent, with the extra, you know, the 10 seconds for your ult. With just Decanter, with just the regular duration of your ult, which is just 5 seconds, I think you can get like 4 casts of your ability off, so you can get like 20 seconds of invulnerability. And if you're running, I think what's it called, Blazing Bright, the one I'm running right now, where you get an extra cast of your Shield of Faith on Fury activation, just like this, just like that. I mean, you can kind of time it right and get like 25 seconds of invulnerability in certain cases, which is, you know, massive. And it kind of, your ability bar kind of recharges like pretty close to when the effect wears off, so you can kind of just get like really good multiple casts of it off. They are getting absolutely obliterated by this Rattling Gunner. They're not dealing with it. Okay, there you go, finally. But with the unyielding talent, it's a little more difficult to kind of line up your ult with kind of staying invulnerable. The invulnerability timer kind of overlaps with your ability recharge a little bit too much. You can still get like a good 3 casts off at the very least. And here we go. We got a chaos spawn, but this you can see I didn't time the I didn't time the Shield of Faith too well there. And I'm also not actually doing too much damage to this spawn either. This Stormer is really messing me up. Chaos Spawn's also got a lot of knockback too, which might make this a little bit more tougher than some other monsters to fight. Gonna get a... No, I'm not. I'm gonna probably get downed here by like a single arrow. Ooh, blocked with the hammer. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Don't hit me. I hate Ungor archers so much. Alright, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. It could have been a lot better. Quick, you didn't really hunt that monster too well with this build. You know what? I didn't say the build was the best. I said it wasn't, you know, it wasn't the best build that you could probably be running on someone like Warrior Priest. I'm drinking my ale. You can even argue that, like, you know, some of the other builds that I've done with Warrior Priests are also just good in the sense that
Bandages, tinctures, and medicine.
they're probably already somewhat decent,
But you don't need a
like as decent against monsters as this build may be, but they also let you be decent in literally every other scenario in the game, you know, in a map. So, yeah, like I said, it's probably not the best build that you can be running on Warrior Priest, but sometimes you want to try to fulfill different roles with the same career. And I'm also certainly not too adept at using the unyielding talent, the 10-second invulnerability one. As you saw when I downed that purple potion when fighting the Chaos Bull, and I didn't really time my ults the way that I really wanted to. I'm not too practiced with using it. Can be a lot of it can be a lot of clicking against like boards like this with the skull splitters though. So if you don't like clicking too much, this build definitely won't help. I mean, you could you could do like heavy attacks. The heavy 2 and heavy 3 still are pretty decent against, you know, boards, I guess. Yeah, you can do this combo, where instead of the heavy 1 attack when your combo resets, you just do a light attack. But just consecutive light attacks with the skull splitters here is just so good defensively. It's just a lot of fast stagger, decent cleave. Just creates a lot of temporary HP for you. Where like even if you are kind of taking damage, you're kind of regenerating it in the same breath. Yeah, I'm so used to using Shield of Faith to be like a part of my kit for damage, but the unyielding talent is much more defensive in its nature, having that 10 seconds. So I'm very unpracticed with utilizing such a talent. Oh my god. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're in there. I got full heals. I got full potions. I got a bomb. I think we are pretty set up. I think we are sitting pretty to combat the finale here. And the Minotaur.
Won't that be fun for all concerned? Imploded warpstone isn't much harm. Well, there's a little harm.
Join the army, they said. One big adventure.
And let's see how everybody heals.
Well, I've certainly had that.
Is everybody going to heal, or am I going to have to heal everybody? Okay.
Your resilience is impressive.
No problemo. Where's the dwarf?
A healing draft.
A healing draft. Let's get some stuff on them. And
I
Kruber.
have need of you yet, Kruber.
There we go. Just the team medic here. I am a little sad that they nerfed the one talent where it gives the whole squad extra monster damage. I think it's only at like 15%. It used to be at 25%. I think they nerfed it for like versus or some shit like that, which like really sucks, you know, because 15% isn't a whole lot, but I mean, you know, it's across the whole team. It's still a decent amount. And I am running 10% on my charm, so I've actually got 25% extra damage versus monsters, specifically. Which actually also helps for hook rats. If anyone didn't know, hook rats are considered monster class. Man, when you get a swift slaying proc on dual hammers, they feel so good, man. I apologize if you hear a whole bunch of mouse clicking on my mic. I am clicking a lot this game, a lot more than usual. And we gotta try to get these banners particularly fast, because here comes the monster in about 2 seconds. There he is. And this might want to try to... Ooh, he knocked him into it. That's not too good. Oh, they got him up. That's good. All the bots are gonna it seemed like he's going after the bots first. Throw a shield on the wizard there. For anybody who also doesn't know, the Minotaur's attack pattern that he has, this third attack, that third overhead attack that he does in a pattern of attacks, actually doesn't deal damage. For anybody who didn't know that, so that one right there, that overhead attack actually doesn't deal damage here. Oh, there you go. You see, I didn't actually block it. I don't know what that's about. It's just a bug that I think has been in the game since they released Minotaur. Yeah, it's just something that you can kind of keep in mind, I guess, if you're ever facing a Minotaur. All right, wanted the potion. That's fine. I can down this. Get some more damage off on you. So I'm not too worried about taking damage here. He will proc another one of my shields here. And then that's one dead Minotaur. Had the situation under control the whole time. And here comes the last wave. I think I've mentioned this before. These flag boys in this particular finale are invulnerable until they plant their flags. It's because of the win condition that the map has. You have to destroy the flags in order to win. So you actually gotta wait for these flag guys to plant their flags before you can kill them. It's the only time they're ever invulnerable in a map like this, during the finale specifically. There it is. I'm gonna heal myself. Bless this ravaged body. Let's get the bubble on us as we go into the victory screen. There it is. There's Sigmar's light ringing. Not too bad of a game. So yeah, it's just kind of a fun, I wouldn't really call it a meme build, but you know, if you want to lead into a certain particular role with Warrior Priest, with the monster killer, I would say this build is sort of the way to do it. And there it is, almost 6,200 damage to monsters. Not bad. The wizard coming in clutch with a little bit of damage herself. Very nice. That is a lot of damage they took. I know they went down and they had to respawn a few times, but that's still so much. They still did what I needed them to do in the situations that I needed it. So very nice. As always, if you stuck with me through this whole video, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next CataTide video. GG.